Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to week 8 of our English 101 class. This week, we are turning in our Project 2 essay. Woohoo! We're all so excited. I know, we are. So, we are doing our peer review today. Now, this peer review is going to look very similar to our past peer reviews. We're doing it through the discussion board. You're going to post your essay and then reply to your peer directly below you using our feedback sheet. Which is linked for you here. Easy to download. Try and help your partner out by giving lots of really good constructive feedback. We remember that just putting a smiley face and a good job doesn't help us become better writers, right? It may make us feel good for a second, but it doesn't actually help us become better writers. What really helps us become better writers is clear, constructive criticism. So from a place of love and friendship, just like rip the paper to shreds, like be uber critical. Just comment on everything, because the more details you can give, the better the feedback is, the better the person's going to be able to revise and make their essay awesome, which will then in turn earn an awesome grade and will make their whole quarter awesome, and you will have done that for them. Hooray! So please give them lots and lots and lots of feedback. If you're still struggling to find sources, I've got a really helpful Prezi in the modules tab. You can also reach out to the librarians. They're amazing. And they should be able to help you narrow down search terms and how to figure out what articles are going to work best for you. It's a little late in the game to be adding new articles, but if you're still struggling, I wanted to remind us that this is in the modules tab and is a place for you to get some additional help if you need it. Then we're turning in Project 2 on Wednesday, which is oh so very exciting. I can't wait to read those. Do remember to take all the feedback that you got in Project 1 and keep those things in mind as you're revising and perfecting Project 2, because we don't want to lose points in the same place 2 essays in a row, right? So think about the kind of comments you got in Project 1, think about ways you can improve in those areas, and try and strengthen those areas for Project 2, whether that be transitions or thesis statements or even MLA format. Make sure you're hitting all of those marks based on your Project 1 feedback. Then, because time waits for no man and no woman, we are going to start building the information we're going to need to be successful in Project 3. Project 3 is once again about justice. In this case, we're looking a little bit more at cultural bias and justice and how they might intersect a bit there. So we're going to be looking at the Project 3 prompt and case list on Thursday, and we're going to start looking at the thesis worksheet. Let's see. Yes. I was trying to think if we needed to move that, but I think getting early feedback on our thesis statement here is going to really help us as we hone in to our research, which will be on our annotated bibliography next week. So I do want to keep that thesis worksheet there as it will give us a good chance to get a look at whether we're heading in the right direction for this essay before we get too deep into the research. So we will be doing the thesis worksheet here. That way I can give you some feedback before you get all of your sources going. Because, guys, take a look at this. We're almost done with the quarter. There's only a couple weeks left. How crazy is that? We're getting so close. So keep that in mind as we are struggling through the end of Project 2, the beginning of Project 3. This is a point where students sometimes lose their wind. Like, pretend you're running a race. This is where we're going up a big hill, and we're just really tired. And maybe it feels hard to go on. But I want to encourage you, we're so close to the finish line, guys. Like, truly, truly, we're so close. This is this week. We have next week, which is the start of June. So I'm going to click through. That's next week. Then we have one more week after that, and then it's finals week. We're so close. We're so close. So hang in there, guys. I know this final push is hard, but I also know you can do it. Grit, determination, all that good stuff. If you have questions, always reach out to me. I'm here to help. And just as a reminder, we have so many helpful resources in the modules tab. So if you go into our class and you click on the modules, as we always do, we've got everything we need for Project 2. Here's the lecture and outline, all your outlines, thesis worksheets, the rubric, sample essays, all of that to help you be successful. And then as we get into next week, we've got the recorded lecture on cultural bias and justice, parts 1 and 2. You'll be watching that on Thursday. There's the PowerPoint that goes with it. And then we'll talk a bit about the case lists on Friday. I think we've got the outline, case list, prompt, thesis statement, help, all that good stuff here. So as we move into project 3, very similarly to project 2, we've got everything you need to be successful as well. So do make sure to take advantage of those resources. Reach out if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Have a great week, guys.